Good morning, traders. Welcome to StockCast. My name is Todd Derby, along with my co-host James Mason. James, how are you doing today?
Todd, I am doing well this morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Probably should get rid of my bag holders back screen. We haven't talked about any bag holding yet.
Yeah. Oh, man. Todd, you had a rough night last night.
I did.
Yep.
It's one of those things.
Long night.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get into it. Dow futures are currently up 22 points. S&P 500 futures are up 6 3/4 points. And I'm going to have to say that today is going to be this probably a little bullish dead cat bounce. And then we'll continue on with the market drop. The reason why I say that, and I could be wrong, I hope it does keep dropping, because I still have puts in Apple that are just crushing it. But I mean, overall in the market, we've had quite a few strong bearish days here. So let me just go ahead and share my charts. All right. So we'll look at the SPY, ticker SPY. You can see that, we rolled over right here, start making this push down. We did find some support right here around this $44 range. And again, we might have this little dead cat bounce that will probably come up here, and it might test this 445 range. And then I think it gets rejected and then keeps on going down. So that's what I'm looking for overall in the market, at least. Hold on a second. All right. So just keep that in mind, guys. When you're playing this, if you're trading with options, it does not benefit you if you are trying to swing trade short-term contracts. If you're trying to maximize your leverage as much as possible and you're trying to swing trade like very short-term contracts, you're going to get destroyed with data, especially if you're buying puts and we end up having a little bullish bounce today. It's really going to throw those contracts out of whack. So make sure you buy time and slowly scale in. So let's run through the comments really quick.
Good morning, Brian Letchford.
Oh, Brian, thank you for the tip.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, so let me go to shaders. Excuse me. So Predictive Oncology released a filing this morning that they added on another board of directors. His background is really just in like commercialization of biotechnology. Guys, we've been stating this for months. Predictive Oncology is going to commercialize their product. They're setting up their team to do this, and this is just another piece of the puzzle. When we voted yes for all those shares, a part of that was for them to have the shares to where they could acquire the talent that they need. And this is what they're doing. So, man, past few days, I've actually seen a lot of people just crying over POAI again. And I'll be honest, I am sick of it. Like, don't get me wrong, guys. It's going a lot longer than what I expected. And I've already said this. But in the very beginning, when I made the alert, I said multi-week to multi-month. That was a good indication that I don't have a pinpoint on the exact time, nor would I ever, even if I was in the ballpark of trying to predict a timeline, because there's no way I would know insider information. Now, I did expect them to be a lot further in the process than what they actually were, but it is what it is. And when you don't know the inside information, then you just don't know their time horizon whatsoever. And it would have been impossible for me to know anyways. So you guys are going to have to make a decision here. And I've said this so many times already. If you don't like to trade, sell your shares. That's simple. It's pretty much just going sideways, been going sideways forever. The reason why it's not going to push up is every time it freaking starts going up, people are flipping it for 15 to 20 cents and they're just hammering it down. So until we get those people out of this, and and what actually irks me is the people who are screaming the loudest are the ones who are penny flipping. You guys have no right to even be complaining whatsoever. You're part of the problem here. This thing should have been trending up, to be honest. We should be over $2 a share for predictive oncology. But there's just so many people penny flipping, so many people scared that, oh my God, I'm not going to get mine. This is going to go back down. I'm going to miss this opportunity of collecting a few damn nickels here. And really, this trade is just going to have to be a catalyst play only. So whenever they release a solid catalyst, that's probably when we'll see some price action.
And think about, we talk about when we're talking about bio stocks, and one of the things that we review and we discuss is institutional ownership, because we know institutional ownership is less likely to sell or trade their shares on a daily basis. So I'm not saying we're an institution, but we're holding our shares much like that, where if we're not penny flipping, then that drives, eventually that will push the price up. And that's what, and again, it's not a team sport. Be very clear about that. We're not giving financial advice here, but this is the reality, is that if people aren't flipping for nickels or pennies, then we would get up to $1.50, $1.70, break $2, and that helps attract their team that they're putting together. It's a big puzzle.
Yeah.
So it's more attractive to recruit someone where they can give shares at $2 a share versus $1 a share.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys are looking for instant gratification, I don't know what to tell you. Like, if you're always seeking instant gratification in trading, you're going to have more dark days than anything. Like, instant gratification in the stock market is like, it should be against the law to even put those two words in the same sentence. Like, instant gratification in the stock market is not how the stock market is made. The stock market is made for you to lose, because most people cannot endure the psychology of the stock market. They cannot endure psychology of money, the concept of money and how money works. And they can't endure the concept of having patience in something and letting an investment grow. Everybody should know that, just in general, like, if you leave your money in the stock market, as in like buying normal shares in time, and I ain't talking about like OTC, because OTC is trash. OTC stocks, those are not investments. There's a reason why they're OTC. But just in general, if you leave your money in the stock market, in time it grows. Everybody knows this, but if everybody knows this, why is not everyone doing this? Because they lack the patience. Not everybody in the world is not made to be rich. 98% of the people in the world are made to be cogs in a wheel. And you have to decide for yourself how you want your mindset to be. Are you wanting to be a cog in a wheel? Are you wanting to be just like everybody else, chasing instant gratification? You're just not going to make it in the long run. You'll have your short runs. They'll be great. You'll be happy in those moments, but you'll go back to the same lifestyle that you always had. You have to think of the long-term picture, not only in trading, but in general in life. So, Brian, thank you for paying $5 for that long POAI rant. that was not intentional.
You got a pretty good deal for his $5.
Yeah. Dance puppet dance for this $5 bill. All right, let's see. Let's go to the comments.
Welcome back, S. John. Nice to see you on here. Made that trek across the country and getting settled into your new digs.
So, guys, we don't talk about the alerts on here, just as a reminder.
We were going to talk about, there's not much more in the comments. We were going to talk about just how poor the pre-market's been the last weeks. Like there's just hasn't been any great news. There's it's been slow the last couple of months. And like it's got to turn around.
Usually we're getting, quite a few FTA releases pre-market. We really haven't been getting that lately, but I actually read an article yesterday that the month of August, the FDA has rejected more applications or filings, whatever, than they have in years. Which is weird. Like, is that because they're so behind due to COVID and they're just wanting to like wipe their slate clean and just have a fresh start, or what? I don't know. I mean, look at how many stocks that like just in the month of August who got rejected by the FDA. I don't know. Todd, any insight on that?
Well, I know that the current FDA director she's not officially the director. She's what they call interim or acting director. And so they've really been out of, I think they've lacked leadership. And I think the FDA director's got to be someone with strong leadership. So I'm not sure what's the holdup with her. She's been in there as the acting director for a while, since January, but there was a time there they weren't reviewing anything because of an official director at all. So I think that probably has a role or plays something into this conversation.
Yeah. All the FDA stuff has just been kind of weird. And really, I mean, if you think about it, the FDA is where we get a lot of our news from. I mean, there's so many different bio companies always filing something, and it's just not like normal. I don't know. It's odd. I mean, there's not even really much to short. I don't know.
Well, John Stevenson has a comment there that says that the FDA has been involved in rushing government control rush projects. I think what he's really saying is COVID issues. So there's been some clear issues of trying to figure out these vaccines, what's FDA approved or not. So there could be some truth to that.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about, I mean, since there really ain't many tickers to talk about, not much going on. Hold on a second. Let's see. Actually, let's take a peek at BNGO. I haven't looked at this one in a while. So for BNGO, see, Chance, I'm not sure what your average is, but to be honest, I'd be worried if this thing falls below this $4.40 range. It'd probably have a significant sell-off then. I don't know. It's in this weird little position. And what usually tends to happen is a sell-off. Now, if it does sell off, I don't know by how much. I also don't know what they have in their pipeline. So, I mean, if they do have catalysts in their pipeline, then that changes everything here. And it's really going to just be dependent on that. But until then, like, I mean, just looking at the chart does not look healthy, in my opinion. maybe something can come through that can hold this up for you. But if I was in it right now and if I was upside down in this, I would be weary that this is going to sell off a lot more. So that's just my opinion. So let's see.
We're less than 5 minutes to the start of the market.
Okay. Let's take a quick peek at the SPY again before we wrap this up. Let's see what we got going on. So what I'm kind of expecting here with the SPY is for us to have a bullish pop, make a push up. And I overall expect it to get rejected somewhere in this range between 445 to 446. And then probably tomorrow, which I mean, hell, we could likely go up here to 447. We just don't know. But I do expect it to get rejected today. And we might have another slightly bullish day tomorrow. But overall, get rejected in this range and then just pull back and then really sell off. Just looking at the daily chart really quickly again. We're starting to have our indicators turn downward, and if and when the SPY actually starts breaking through that lower Bollinger Band line, that's going to be it. This thing should really unload on the market. So that's what I'm looking for in the days to come, the weeks to come, and we'll just have to take it day by day. So until then, stand by, and that's all I have for this morning. I actually don't have any intentions of day trading today. I'm probably just going to manage my swing trades, especially my Apple puts, and just kind of see what we get. So remember, stop losses, guys. So important. So Todd, do you have anything?
No, have a good day trading. Be careful, be smart, protect your capital, and we will see you tomorrow.